Hey guys, this is Carrie from the Wizard of Oz, and I hope you're doing okay. Today we're going to talk about something called the settlement curve. And before getting to it, I would like to thank my friend Andrew Wallaby for sharing this amazing tip with us. And I also would like to thank the New Zealand government immigration department to share the statistics with us. No, you cannot sue me, New Zealand government, because I did mention your name. Previous episode we've been concerning with the international students' physical well-being. So today I thought it may be a great idea to address the psychological and the mental well-being of the international students. So when you come to a foreign country, there is a certain stage that you have to go through. The New Zealand government divided into 5 periods of this stage. So the first one is fun. When you first come to a foreign country, you will feel very excited. You feel like your dream is coming true, and you're like living in a bubble, and you're over the moon. You're on cloud 9. You're seeing the blue sky and the green grass in Australia. You're seeing the amazing people. But we all know that the bubble is going to explode at some point. And that leads us to the second period, that is the fright. So bad things happen all the time. It happens to anyone, and we cannot avoid it. But sometimes when you're in a very foreign or strange environment, you may feel like the bad things triggers your negative feelings and make you homesick. And I personally went through the stage as well, and at that time I really lost my confidence and I lost my aura. I was a thinker and a zinger, but at that time I didn't really feel like it was me inside. So I was really intimidated by the situation, which led me to the third stage, the flight stage. It's like I've been accumulating these negative feelings, and when the negative feelings are strong enough, and they make you feel like maybe Australia is not the country for me. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should go home. But like, if you push through, if you pull yourself together, and then you will go to the fourth stage. Is a fight. It's not like you're fighting against Australian society, you're not fighting against anyone, but you're fighting against your own negative feelings and your own weaknesses. I personally go through that as well, and I came here last July, and I decided to fight January 1st, 2016. So you can see it took me 5 months to go to that stage. And at that day, I just decided that that's it. I had enough. And I would, from that moment on, whenever I go, I will go with my high-heeled high. And I believe in myself that I am unique, I am special, I am competitive. I have something that others don't have. So you have to believe in yourself, believe in that. And then for a while, without any notice, I went to the last stage, the fate stage. And then I am talking, I am having fun, I am, studying hard, and I felt like I'm me again. But I didn't remember when that happened. It just happened. And people may have different situations. They may have different personalities, and those are the factors that really influence on how long the settlement curve is for you. And for example, as a postgraduate student, I already got my bachelor's degree in China, and it may be easier for me to adapt to a new environment than, say, like an 18-year-old who just graduated from high school. And also, people say, like, you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. I don't agree with that sentence 100%, but it has some truth in it. So if my mom comes here, she may feel a little bit, more depressed than me, I reckon. Also, if you're coming with friends, that's awesome, because then you have someone you're familiar with to rely on and to talk to. And if you have families here, that's even better. But if you come here alone, like me, and then you really need to take care of yourself, physically and mentally. And at last, I would like to offer some tips for fighting against your negative feelings or nostalgia, your homesickness. The first is to bring something that you're familiar with you. I brought my flip-flops, and because Brisbane is a subtropical city, and that pair of flip-flops I wear all the time when I was at home. Also, I brought my family photos, so whenever I'm studying and I feel like they were kind of watching over me, it's kind of creepy and sweet at the same time. You can do something that you usually do when you are back home, like I always listen to music whenever I take a shower. I always listen to some classical soothing music while I have trouble sleeping. Third, you can do something like sports to get a good sweat. You can do yoga, you can go for swimming. Whenever you feel, whatever like you feel make you happy. And fourth is that you can talk to people. I think one thing I learned here is like you really have to put your stereotypes aside. Talk to people, be open with people, because people surprise me all the time, and it is okay to be vulnerable sometimes. But make sure that when you are being vulnerable, you are being with the right people or right friends, because I think at this stage of life, you really need to be with the people who can bring the best of you, not the stress or depression of you. And fourth, you can eat ice creams or chocolate if they make you feel better. You can go party or have a bottle of beer or something whatever you feel like it. And I think that's it. That's today's episode. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode and find it helpful. If you have some advice like Andrew that you would like to share with us, please leave a comment. And if you love this episode, please give us a thumb up. We'll see you next time.